St. Augustine or Craigmont? Which band won this Bloody Sunday battle at the Krewe of Bacchus Parade 2026? Let's go ahead and check it out right now. What's up everyone, JB the Bandhead here, and let's explain the intro. We're going to be taking a look at this Bloody Sunday battle at the Krewe of Bacchus Parade 2026 between St. Augustine and Craigmont. Credit goes to Smash Time Productions. The link to the original clip will be in the description below. Now, previously for St. Aug at least, we've seen them in their battle against Abrams Science Academy, also known as Abe. That battle against them in the Krewe of Femme Fatale Parade, yeah, we've seen them in there, and yeah, they pretty much shut out Abe in that one, man. Cause yeah, Abe wasn't having a chance. Now for Craigmont, we already know how good of a band they are. I haven't really seen Craigmont. Well, I was supposed to react to them against Whitehaven, which Whitehaven did come down to Mardi Gras as well, but they was in another parade battling Edna Carr, and I think they did battle St. Aug as well. So yeah, they did battle St. Aug as well, but we'll check that out at a later time. So yeah, so this is gonna be Craigmont versus St. Aug. Now, like I said, I was originally gonna react to them versus Whitehaven, but yeah, that ended up being if you want to see that reaction, go to KB the Bandhead's channel. He got the full score for you and everything. But yeah, this is Craigmont versus St. Aug. Now, how good this battle was, I hope it's a good one, because you got Mr. Kennedy over at Craigmont, and then you got Mr. Rogers at St. Aug. I don't know. Part of me is telling me that both of these directors are alumni of Southern. I don't know what school they went to, but they sound like they're alumni of Southern. I don't know. But they're two. But the way they write and all this stuff. Let's go ahead and see how this one turned out. So yeah, you got St. Aug and you got Craigmont. Let's go ahead and get this battle started and see which one was the better band in this one. Alright, got Craigmont up first. Let's see what they got. That no bystanders? Okay. We'll turn it up for you. Turn the club up. Turn the club up. I wonder who is that back there behind Craigmont. Is that Landry? Alright, Craigmont. Alright, now St. Aug, let's see what y'all got. They played a Southern piece from 2019. Let's see what y'all gonna play. Oh, that no weapon width? Okay. Alright, put some power on. Alright. Yeah, alright, yeah, that was the end of the first round. Now, I'm not gonna lie, St. Aug. That little tuba at the end, man, I can understand what you was doing, but you gotta watch it just a little bit. But heard some stuff going on in Craigmont as well toward the end of their piece. But nonetheless, both are great pieces. Yeah, both classic Southern pieces, and yeah, and for the most part they both executed. Apart from the minor issues, but you get the picture. So this round gonna be a tie. This round is definitely gonna be a tie between the two because yeah, tie that won a piece after the first round. Nah, I think the second round. I think from looking at the previous video, I think this is this clip in general. I think this battle only lasted 3 rounds. So we got round 2 coming up. So that's tied at 1 apiece after the first round. Let's go ahead and see the second round now. Yeah, he didn't have to play no more. That was perfect. That was almost perfect. Had some little minor stuff going on there, but yeah, they pretty much, yeah. St. Aug, what y'all got, man? I wonder who is that behind Craigmont battle. I think that has Edna Carter Landry. Somebody's watching me. Somebody's watching me. Nah, I think this is a better version of Somebody's Watching Me than what I think replayed it in Micro. All right. Yeah, that was a good round as well. Nah. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Some of y'all gonna disagree with me. I understand it because I know y'all got Private St. Aug and they the best in New Orleans, but you gotta realize Craigmont just had it. Craigmont could play that piece and they near executed it on that. St. Aug got executed y'all piece as well, but I can't really, yeah. yeah, nonetheless, but yeah, I had to agree with KB on this one. Yeah, this round gonna have to go to Craigmont. I know y'all gonna disagree and say St. Aug won this round. I get it. Play this version of Somebody's Watching Me. Put that against Reed and see if they're gonna play it better. That's all I gotta say, because in my opinion, this is the better version of Somebody's Watching Me. But Craigmont really got it. But I'm feeling this is a good battle, man. That's how good of a battle this is. But yeah, so we got one more round at least. So that's 2-1 Craigmont over St. Aug. At least in my opinion. Some of y'all can disagree. I understand that. But don't come after me saying, oh, y'all angry because I'm disrespecting St. Aug. No, I'm not disrespecting them. I'm listening to everything that both bands are doing. That's how I'm scoring this, man. That's how I'm scoring this, and that is exactly how I see who had the best execution and who had the best arrangement. That's all it is. So some of y'all might, I'm explaining that. So that's 2-1 Craigmont. Let's go ahead and go to the last round now. Yeah, this should be the last round coming up. All right, Craigmont, what y'all got? Now, even whoever playing back there, I can hear them in the background. Craigmont, yeah, I can still hear them. They're right close to me, but yeah. I wonder who that is back there. That's probably Landry or Edna Carr. Okay. Alright, that was good. That was good. Let's see what St. Aug got now. St. Aug, what y'all got? Okay, the dynamic contrast. Turn it off. Okay. Okay. All right.
Smash.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. I'm gonna put it back on them a little bit. Let's see. Right there. There you go. Yeah. That's basically the end of it now. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, even look, y'all can have y'all personal preference on which piece was better in this round. But yeah, I know I looked at KB reaction, he gave that round to Craigmont, but in my opinion, at least for me, this round gonna be a tie. This round has to be a tie because yeah, both of them were really great pieces, man. They played both those dynamic contrasts. They had all the movements in there, and it was just overall a great experience in this round. So yeah, that's that's 3-2 Craigmont over St. Aug as the final score. So yeah, so by a slight edge, Craigmont got this one overall, man. Craigmont won this battle, but kudos to both of the bands actually. So give both of them a round of applause. They deserve it, man. Both of them deserve a round of applause. Even though they may have had their issues slightly, because mainly in the first round, but yeah, it's literally the determining factor in this battle was the second round actually, because of the fact that going by what the score says, it's basically that's basically what it is. So if it wasn't for that second round, this would have been a tie battle basically, man. So KB opinion is different than mine, but at least we both gave Craigmont this battle. But I understand. I know some of y'all that are from New Orleans are gonna say St. Aug won this battle. I completely understand your opinion, and I know they're the best in New Orleans. But when they're going against Craigmont, you have to come up with you have to fight for it, and that's exactly what St. Aug did. I'm not knocking them down for that, man. St. Aug is still one of the best in New Orleans. It was just a slight edit to the Craigmont this time, but they still fought for it, man. They still fought for it. Now, they also did do enough on the battle though. But yeah, these two bands actually had a joint performance. Yeah, I'll put that thumbnail on the screen. We're gonna check that out directly after this, and then after that we'll check out we'll take a break from the Mardi Gras reactions, and then we're gonna do the HBCU Legacy Bowl performances. I'll explain them a little bit, but yeah. That's basically it for this battle. Like I said, Craigmont won by slight edge because St. Aug fight for it, man. You telling me St. Aug ain't gonna fight for a city? Cause you got a Memphis band coming down here. Y'all think Craigmont go be all over St. Aug? No, they was gonna fight for this thing, and that's exactly what St. Aug did. So I applaud both bands in this one. I applaud both bands in this battle. Now, so y'all can have y'all personal preference. Some of y'all might say St. Aug won. Some of y'all might say Craigmont won. Both dynamic programs, both legendary band directors who I think are basically alumni of Southern, because that's what it sounds like in my opinion. But who knows? Y'all might think different, but yeah. So that's basically it for this battle. Like I say, I'm gonna say it one more time. Craigmont won this, at least in my opinion. Some of y'all might say St. Aug won. Y'all can disagree. I don't mind the disagreement, but if y'all disagree, do not be all mad and say y'all can have y'all opinions, but don't just try to be more polite with it next time, man. Try to be more polite with it when it comes to this, because yeah, I'm trying as hard as I can to put some content for y'all, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. So y'all can have y'all opinion of who won this battle. Some of y'all might say St. Aug, some of y'all might say Craigmont. Either way it go, these are still two of the best. This might be the top. This battle actually might be like the top, one of if not the top battles in as far as Mardi Gras this year. So Yeah, but we'll do an analysis video on that as well, along with the National Battle Band stuff. But yeah, that's to explain later. But yeah, that's it for this video. And once again, I'm JB the Bandhead, and peace out.